Hello everyone. Every organization on the planet is currently struggling with the same problem: how to get more business value out of artificial intelligence. Let's take a look at what it takes to thrive in the AI era: people, processes, data, and infrastructure. The technology has come a long way very quickly. Here's Will Smith eating spaghetti 3 years ago, and then earlier this year. It's gone from ridiculous to impossible to distinguish from the real thing. Now imagine you're a Hollywood executive and think about how much it would cost you to make this video on the right. You'd need a location, camera crew, lighting, and so on. AI is completely overturning how people are making movies, and that level of disruption is coming to all of our industries sooner rather than later. AI technology is changing so fast that it's outpacing our ability to take full advantage of it. It's a bit like dropping a smartphone into the Victorian era. They could maybe take some pictures with it, but not much else. AI is no longer experimental. Now we need to make it part of the infrastructure. It's not just about implementing AI, it's about using AI to accelerate innovation itself. What will it take to succeed? Well, first, the most intelligent technology in the organization is us, human beings. Success in business is always ultimately about people. Technology is useless without people to implement it and use it. And the good news is that all the research shows that AI works better when you augment people and teams rather than trying to replace them. Here's a great study by Harvard Business Review. Procter & Gamble has a very standardized, structured process for innovation, and they decided to test how AI could help. They created the 4 types of teams shown and challenged them to come up with a new solution to address a vital, real business need. Not just extra efficiencies, but an opportunity with real business upsides. Here are the results. The baseline was set to an individual. A team of people naturally did better than an individual. But what about individuals using AI? Better or worse, do you think? They actually did quite a bit better, showing why there's so much excitement around AI. And finally, teams plus AI did even better again. And it's worth noting that the people who used AI were able to work faster as well as better. But that's not the whole story. They also looked at solutions that were in the top 10% of quality. That is, the best ideas that had the biggest chance of making a real benefit to the business. Teams again did better than individuals, but this time individual plus AI actually did worse. And teams plus AI blew away the competition. And when they looked into why, it turned out that it was because AI was helping bring out the best in people. All the research shows that diversity is good for innovation, and AI helped the teams function better by democratizing ideas and expertise, and the teams actually enjoyed the process more. The conclusion is clear. To get the biggest benefit out of artificial intelligence in business, the key is not automation and layoffs. It's adding AI to today's teams as a new toolmate, somewhere between a tool and a teammate. Everybody becomes a manager of teams of AI agents, automating some work while freeing you up to do more strategic things. As AI analyst Nate B. Jones put it, cutting your team because AI made them more productive is like firing your sales force because they started closing too many deals. It's the wrong move applied to the right observation, and it will be the defining strategic era of 2026. So, if you want to succeed with AI, start with people and skills. Here's a great example from Standard Chartered Bank. They have a huge program of AI transformation, but they started by making sure that everybody had the skills and trains they needed, that everybody's goals and KPIs were aligned with the overall strategy, and that managers were helping guide change management effectively. Again, the research shows that to succeed with AI, you need to rebuild jobs and roles around the best of people and the best of AI, with the full power of human intelligence working with you rather than against you, because people are worried about layoffs. But of course, you can't talk about changing jobs without thinking about changing processes. AI can help improve existing ways of working, but the real opportunity is to rethink how work is done. And let's face it, this is hard. It requires courage, leadership, expertise, and other essential human skills. The good news is that SAP can help. We've been working on best practices for over 50 years. Now, working with our biggest resource, our huge customer base of leading-edge organizations, we've been building the new best practices with a native AI approach, with end-to-end processes in finance and in source-to-pay and lead-to-cash and hire-to-retire and design-to-operate and travel-to-expense and many, many more. But there are even more exciting times ahead. With agent and intelligent infrastructure and adaptive user interfaces, we have a real opportunity to radically rethink modern business processes together. One of the biggest things holding us back from success in business AI is data quality, and in particular the notion of context. Without the right context, AI just gives you the wrong answer faster. So don't you agree? This is an adorable young toddler, right? Except, how about now? The point is, if you don't get the full picture, you can get a very misleading view of where you stand in business. And this is where, of course, SAP Business Data Cloud comes in with a solid knowledge core that leverages all of the existing context that organizations already have in their systems. It brings together a holistic view of data from all the SAP application areas using a modern data fabric approach with data providers. It understands the semantics of business definitions, the relationships between every type of business entity, and links to data stores in other key systems such as hyperscaler data lakes, Databricks, or Snowflake. And as we all know, the underlying models are constantly changing and improving. We build a platform that allows you to abstract from those changes using the right models for the right needs with things like automated testing of prompts and lifecycle management for AI agents. It also includes exciting new models like SAP RPT-1 or Rapid-1. It's a unique approach using transformers directly on relational tables that store business data. So it's a large tabular model rather than a large language model, and it's starting to provide fast, accurate business predictions at a fraction of the cost and energy of today's frontier models. Last but not least, we need to move to the right new infrastructures. AI can be used to accelerate that change. With solutions available from SAP and our partners, organizations can take the logic and customizations of their existing legacy systems and move to a clean core approach in the cloud, and they can do it faster, cheaper, and with less risk than ever before. The SAP strategy remains the same: the flywheel. The apps run your business, generating data that is collected, integrated, and harmonized, and used to ground powerful AI and AI agents. But then those AI agents become part of the new generation of seamless business applications, enabling radically new ways of working. With more autonomous, proactive systems that tell you when you need to do something rather than the other way around, and with completely different intent-based approaches to work. And this is where business people specify the outcomes and the guidelines, and the system looks after the rest, leveraging all of the deep knowledge of the business context contained in the systems. And the cycle continues. The new data generates new knowledge, new ways of working, and you can look forward to more exciting SAP announcements in this area soon. In summary, we have an amazing opportunity to reinvent modern business. To do that, we need to combine the best of AI with the best of people rather than trying to replace them. And the most important skills for the future are the ones that are uniquely human: flexibility, adaptability, curiosity, judgment, management, and leadership. Einstein said that the true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. So let's work together to imagine the best AI future possible. And that takes a community. The future of business has never been more uncertain. Success in AI is not about technology. It's about relationships and helping each other. Thank you very much for your time.